And we're live officially after a few minutes of a few minutes of getting ready. There we go. Those are the words I wanted. And it's late at night, which is a little different. I'm going to use the excuse that this is clearly when the Americanized version of Dragon Ball Z got moved from Toonami to Adult Swim. Yeah, there we go. Instead of in the afternoons, it was at night. Yeah. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. All right. Oh, come on, game, wake up.
All right. Oh, man. I'm gonna be late.
Go on, you're already at school. Calm down.
I have to hurry. Ooh. This ought to be good.
Now it's time for a cutscene where we probably meet Videl. Because, Videl, I guess.
Hi!
Yep.
You're the new guy. Gohan, is that right? I'm Arisa. Nice to meet you. And this here's Videl. You won't believe this. Videl's dad is none other than the legendary Mr. Satan.
Really?
Wouldn't everybody know that? Wouldn't Videl be
Mr.
super
Satan?
famous?
See, I told you you weren't gonna believe it.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were late today, weren't you? Did you happen to see the bank robbery in town?
Oh, I'm not sure.
The Golden Fighter took out all the bandits.
Okay. Why are you so interested in bank robberies?
Well, you see, Videl's a bit of a crime fighter herself. Makes total sense though, right? She is Mr. Satan's daughter. She's really tough. The police even sometimes ask for her help.
That's sad.
Wow. You don't say.
The police
You
force
know,
is so
you've got
pathetic
the
they
same
ask a
build
high
as
school
the
girl
Golden
for
Fighter.
help.
Huh? I need to do something to mask my identity. Maybe I'll ask Bulma for her input.
Look who you're talking to. This pushover's no match for a bunch of robbers.
I can't believe Gohan's classmates are
We've got
Erasa.
baseball practice up next, right?
Erasa
We'll find out if you're really tough enough to fight crime soon enough.
and
You've got
Sharpener.
No hope of getting a hit off my
Where's
bitches.
Pencil? Compliment
Gotta make
myself.
sure I hold back most of my strength. Mom and Bulma both warned me to
Compliment
keep
myself.
my power in check to avoid causing a huge uproar.
Let's see.
Man, it sure is hard living a normal life.
Shit, I can't think of anything right now. I can't think of anything specific. I've been very good about saving money lately. Mostly because my rent is super
Let's see
expensive.
how you handle my ultra fastball.
I've got to take this nice and easy.
Why is Videl the umpire? And where is her mask? Wait a second. They
You're
This-
not getting
this
a
is-
single hit off me.
This is what they decided to make a mini game? I have to play baseball? Okay. Gohan just hit the ball
What? You actually hit my
7,000
pitch?
miles away,
I just got lucky.
and you're
that's
just you're only concerned about
Yeah,
it being
yeah,
hit.
you're right. Your stance was way off too.
all. Wow. So even
Well,
that was too much.
7.3 thousand miles.
I'll head to Bulma's place later and ask her for some advice.
Something's up with him.
Videl, you just watched him hit a baseball 7,000 miles away. Oh, I guess I got experience for that. Truly a battle of wits there. It's fine, at least I let Sharpener have one strike on me. So, can I just, like, go back and keep playing
I
baseball
need to
for
talk
no
to
reason?
Bulma. Hopefully Bulma can help me figure something out.
I've unlocked a reward. Is it baseball? Wow. Hmm. 7,000 miles.
Ooh, this ought to be good.
I'm pretty sure that would be, that would be out of Earth's atmosphere completely. He hit that ball into space. I don't know, but I think so.
Hey there!
Well, that was mad. You were very unhelpful, Dr. Briefs. Where's Bulma?
Don't need to go there.
I don't...
Hey there!
Also, why does it sound like Dr. Briefs is sharing a voice actor with Gohan right now? There you are.
Hi, Bulma. There's something I wanted to talk to you about.
Okay, how far away is the sun, Crazy Snowman?
What's up?
Cause Gohan just hit
You need some sort of
7,300
disguise to hide
miles.
your identity.
Actually, you know what? The
So,
sun's probably
do you
further than
have
that.
any idea how I can
Venus
do that?
or Mars.
Of course, I am a genius after all.
Really? Please, whatever it is, I'll take it.
A helmet,
No
Gohan.
problem. It'll take some
You just
time,
need
though,
an
so
outfit.
Sit tight.
It is okay. So it didn't
You
go to
have
the
no
sun.
idea how much this will help me. Oh yeah.
You
do
would
know
need to
where
go Super
Trunks
Saiyan
is?
to hit it to the sun.
I'd like to talk to him while I'm waiting.
He's probably getting whipped into shape by Vegeta in the gravity chamber. Vegeta mentioned something about making him stronger than you.
Oh yeah? Wow, he sure is intense.
Vegeta, it's been 7 years. Let it go, buddy. My son's better than your son.
Gravity chamber,
Dead
huh?
Kakarot.
Where was that again? Hey, this looks like some high-grade stuff.
Gohan, when did you get here?
It's
Not too long ago.
it's Trunks, but small.
Word on the street is that your dad's putting you through some grueling training.
Yep. He promised he'd take me to the amusement park if I can land one hit on him.
Really? Vegeta said that? Keep at it then. I know you can do it.
Vegeta's an amazing
I'll make sure
parent.
my dad keeps his promise.
Guess I should say hi to Vegeta while I'm here. Hi, Vegeta. Sorry to interrupt.
Gohan, look at you. You're out of shape. Even in times of peace, you should be training.
Right. Speaking of training, I hear you're teaching Trunks how to fight.
I am. He's more than old enough to prepare himself for real combat by now. And he'll soon surpass you if you keep sitting on your ass like that.
Oh yeah, I gave Trunks some words of encouragement earlier. He's looking forward to going to the amusement park.
He's only going if he can manage to hit me. But that's not going to happen.
Wow, Vegeta, rude. Also, why is it that Vegeta has, like, abandoned every aspect of his Saiyan armor except for the boots? Like, just had to keep the boots, huh? Couldn't get yourself some normal shoes.
Perfect timing, Gohan.
7,000 miles
It's
is the
ready.
distance between Berlin and
Not fair. Make me
Honolulu.
one, Mom.
Whoa! This is great! This'll definitely work.
Oh god.
I know, right?
Thank you so much, Bulma. I'm gonna use this right away.
Oh, never mind.
I can't
don't
believe
want one.
Captain Ginyu body changed with Bulma. The boots are stylish. I mean, they probably are. In his mind. The next morning.
All right, I'm heading to school now.
You must really like that thing, what with you transforming all the time in the evening.
Oh, jeez.
Watch out for airplanes.
Right.
Good luck today, Gohan! You're so cool.
I know, right?
This Goku
All right.
lookalike is Gohan's younger brother, Goten. He is Goku's second son, who was born after the defeat of Cell.
Rate
Good thing I'm
Rate
dressed as the
Gohan's
Great
outfit.
Saiyaman.
How much do you
Now,
like
I can
Great
fly without
Saiyaman?
worrying about being seen. Plus, I'll be on the lookout for evildoers.
Oh. Oh, I play as him. I play as Great Saiyaman. Oh. Can't learn anything new. Still have to hit level 65. Oh, cannot go to the world map right now.
All right. This will be a cinch. This will be a cinch.
Damn, there be Frieza Force members here. Just...
Flying sure makes the commute easier. This will be a cinch.
Gohan, you've never known a normal commute. You really have flown everywhere, always.
I wonder what's going on in town.
Yeah, they're still just hanging around in the air. I
happening?
guess they're breeding
More
somewhere.
robbers?
Still want more?
We ain't done yet. Kiss your butt goodbye, little girl.
They've got guns. Why?
Whoa.
Your friends
Wasn't
have
expecting
guns.
that.
Shoot her.
She really is pretty strong. gotta be way stronger than her dad.
Come on, get up! Don't tell me you're done already.
Why, you little...
See, there it is.
Oh, what the... Who the hell are you?
Me? I'm the vanquisher of evil, defender of justice.
Here it is. God damn it.
The great Saiyaman.
Nailed it. Those 2 hours of practice last night paid off.
How lame!
Resistance is futile. Now then, Videl, let's apprehend these fiends.
Binging that 2-hour marathon of Power Rangers really worked out for me.
I knew it!
Videl,
There's no way in hell...
you're the son of Mr. Son. You're the daughter of Mr. Satan. Oh, so you had a gun too! You just decided to run at Videl.
He's dead meat!
Fools! Justice will always prevail.
This isn't a fight, right? Okay.
He's some sort of...
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, why did you run at Videl,
Would you mind escorting them to the police, Videl?
who is wearing
Fine here.
leather
I'll
gloves
make a
and
call and
boots?
have them picked up.
Like, clearly
You're pretty strong.
wants to
You
punch
don't want
things.
people to know your identity, do you?
Oh, yes, that's correct.
But are you sure you want to keep this going, Gohan? You're going to be late.
Exactly. That's why I have to hurry.
What? What? They just skipped the entire, like, Videl trying to figure it out?
Oh no.
Busted.
That's it. That's all it
How did
takes.
you figure it out? I had the perfect disguise and everything.
Your voice, mannerisms, plus you knew my name.
Oh,
It would have been hilarious. Yeah. I wonder if I could punch them 7,000 miles away.
Why are you wearing that ridiculous outfit anyway?
well, it's just... My friends and family just want to live normal lives. I was told to hide my strength, so...
Does Brazil exist in the Dragon Ball Z universe?
Please don't tell anyone about this.
You know, the World Tournament's in about a month. You're going to enter, right?
What? The World Tournament?
Oh yeah, Gohan's
You
never
don't
been.
know it? It's a competition to determine the best fighter. They're bringing it back. My dad's the previous champion, and before him it was some mysterious guy named Goku.
Goku wasn't mysterious! There is nothing mysterious about Goku besides the fact that he was the world champion.
And it's probably not just a coincidence either.
Probably 2 decades
And
ago.
I bet that Goku guy is your dad.
Okay, this connection does not happen this quickly in the show, right? I'm not crazy, am I?
Well,
Like, there's an entire series of events where Videl has to figure this out, right?
That's what I thought. So, what do you say? You're gonna enter the World Tournament, right?
Brazil is a constant.
well, no. I'm gonna stay out of that. I'm not really interested in competitions like that anyway.
In that case, if you don't enter, I'm gonna tell everyone that you're the Great Saiyaman.
What? Oh, come on.
Here's the deal.
Wait a second, Videl,
Just
you
enter
saw
the Great
Gohan
Saiyaman. No one
fly
else will.
in and slap those people.
Fine. I'll enter the tournament.
You've also watched Gohan hit a baseball 7,000 miles away.
I was afraid I'd be up against pushovers.
You do
I'm
not
gonna get myself into a
compare
mess.
to
Did
Gohan.
not see this coming.
Look, we're almost at school.
Gohan could have done like 20 laps around school by now.
Oh, also, you need to teach me how to fly. It's not fair if you're the only one who can do that.
He's not the only one who can do
okay,
it. Lots of
sure.
other people can do it.
All right, I'll head in first.
In fact, the first people in the series we see flying are Tien and Chaozu, if I recall correctly.
My secret this fast. And now I have to deal with the world tournament. Great. I'll ask Bulma for advice after school.
Like... I mean, under normal circumstances, considering, you know, it ends up being a plot point in the series, it's different. Why is the school... Is the school shaped like that to look like an orange slice?
Not gonna be allowed to wear a helmet or any protective gear. But I need to cover my face somehow.
Why do you need to cover your face somehow,
Time to head to
Gohan?
Bulma's.
If other people and if your friends and family enter the world tournament, hear me out, right? Nobody's gonna give a fuck. Oh hey. Side quests.
This is incredible. It's giving off a ton of energy.
No, I can't go to the world map still, I think. Oh, I can go to the world map. Can't pick up Dragon Balls though. Why can't I make wishes on the Dragon Balls?
This looks like a great spot to do some fishing.
Oh hey, it's Hair Krillin. Look, they made a child. Gohan's outfit didn't fool Krillin for a second, I guess. So, pretty shitty outfit. Hey mister, look at this. It's a rock.
Yep.
What?
Huh? Hey! What's up?
Yeah, I'll find Marin's rock. Am I going to have to do butt fishing again? Do I still butt fish as adult Gohan?
All right.
Oh god, I wonder if I still do butt fishing. Oh god, I still do butt fishing! No!
All right.
Why? Why do I still do butt fishing? Why do I still do butt fishing?
All right. Look at the size of this thing.
Strill, we had an entire conversation about this. I don't know why Goku felt the need to make...
Yep.
No, no, it's not.
Yep.
It's just.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Well, Krillin, if you're gonna help her find it if she loses the stone again, why did you ask Gohan for help? Huh? Why didn't you fly in and get it? Hey? What do you think about that?
Thanks a bunch.
I want to know the thought process the game had where it's just like, you know, instead of like letting them all have fishing rods, we're going to make the implications that Goku and Gohan just have they're just butt plugs.
With my dad no longer around, it's up to me to protect this place.
Hey, Goten.
Hey!
No.
Ugh.
What?
Why?
What?
Huh?
That's one meal. That doesn't solve the overarching problem. You are offering a short-term solution to a long-term issue.
Huh? Yep.
Hi.
Do what you can.
I probably already have 3 blue fish.
All right.
Why would Chi-Chi start getting dinner ready before she has the fish? Are we going to teach Goten the ancient art of butt fishing now? Why are both of our side quests fishing side quests? What? That's so confusing.
All right. Hey, that went pretty well.
Well, there's a blue fish.
All right! Look at the size of this thing! All right.
There's the difference between a fishing minigame and a fishing side quest. Because, like,
Hey, that went pretty well.
now I have to keep fishing because I didn't get a blue fish.
All right! Look at the size of this thing! All right.
Oh. Is that blue? I don't think that's blue.
Hey, that went pretty well.
No, it's just big fish.
Hey!
Oh, I didn't listen to what Kinkai was going
Alright.
to tell me. There's a blue one.
Hey, that went pretty well. All right! Look at the size of this thing!
I wish there was just a
Alright.
keep fishing button instead of having to do this over and over again. That's not blue.
Hey!
What if
that
I
went pretty
accidentally
well.
kicked a fish into Goten and crushed him?
All right! Look at the size of this thing!
Just
All right.
Goten dies to fish.
Hey, that went pretty well.
Is it because Goten's annoying?
All right! Look at the size of this thing!
And now you know how to butt fish.
Hey! Yeah!
I mean, go on, you started fishing when you were like 5, so, you know.
Yeah!
Even if I do go easy on Goten, I have to make sure I look cool. That's the important thing.
Here I go!
Yeah, no, not going easy.
Here I go!
You did it!
Here I go! Here I go!
Yeah, he definitely deserves it if he keeps saying kaboom. Oh, not the key left. I leveled up from beating up my brother.
All right.
So, now I understand... Wait, what happened? Oh.
Yeah!
What?
Yep.
It's not a very large house, Gohan. I don't know why you're surprised.
Yeah!
Oh, well. Mm. Yep.
So, why...
I couldn't eat another bite.
Why is Chi-Chi worried so much about Goten studying? Like, I thought her whole shtick at the moment... I thought the whole shtick with Goten was that, like, now that she knows Gohan's going to be a great scholar, she's actually been teaching him martial arts on the side. Is this where I teach you how to fly? But this isn't part of the main quest.
Hi!
Huh? What?
Oh, Videl. Oh, Videl, you're not ready. If I actually have to fight Videl here, I'm going Super Saiyan 2 and kicking the shit out of her. Oh my god. Recommended level 58. If this was recommended level 8, it would still be too much. So Videl can't fly. Do I fight her, or do we fight something else? She's got the basics down, Pat.
What? Yep.
Like, almost literally the atomic level, Videl. You have no idea. Do you know how many people Gohan has fought that pretty much every person Gohan's fought could have destroyed the planet? Like, bar Raditz and the Saiyaman, probably. Well, Videl's dead.
What?
Huh?
Do I have to play as Videl? Sometime earlier. What? I don't want a flashback scene. Why do you care?
No more Mr. Nice Guy!
What the fuck is Pilaf here?
Huh?
It's the Pilaf gang! Ah, yeah. That's exactly who he is. Also, why is Mr. Satan having this conversation with his servant outside in his training gi? Quote unquote. How does Pilaf even make money?
Yeah.
And what's with so many people going broke in this, like, after the Cell Saga? Just no, things have been too peaceful. Time to fucking just not do anything for 7 years. This, my friend, is the Super Peel-Off Machine. Its claws can slice through the toughest of boulders. Wow. I mean, you know, honestly, if you took away the combat parts, Pilaf, you could probably make a mint off that. A perfectly obedient robot that's capable of handling all household needs.
Look at that! Whoa!
Yeah.
Fine.
Very well.
Yeah. How is Videl not dead? We'd better one-shot this thing.
Hi.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's it. That's gotta be it.
Ha!
Going Super Saiyan 2. Going Super Saiyan 2.
Here I go!
I don't want to release too much of my power in front of Videl. So, do you think I released too much power in front of Videl? Creep must eliminate. Is it going to go back to Pilaf and then self-destruct? Oh yeah, none the wiser. It's not like I shot 2 lasers and started having lightning flickering around myself during that.
Hey!
I'm serious, I just got really lucky. I don't know how I fired lasers out of my hands.
Oh.
Videl, you have no idea how many people are stronger than your dad. Wait. Oh god, I thought I was going to control Videl for a second. It's gonna blow up on Pilaf.
Damn you! What the?
Can machines even get lost? Yep, it's gonna self-destruct on them.
Well now. Yeah.
Oh no!
Hmm.
Creep detected. Bye-bye. I don't know why the bye-bye there tickled me. Just like, bye-bye. Okay. To be fair to Mr. Satan, he did punch a hole through a bus. And he did, like, legitimately win the first World Martial Arts tournament he was in. Like, it's not that Mr. Satan's weak.
Hi.
It's just that, you know, he's
Look at that!
he's only strong compared to the modern era. Yeah, like Matt gets it. It's just
Huh?
Oh. Hey. Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
like
this is
nobody
a quality cut of meat.
nobody firing lasers and whatnot is joining the World Martial Arts tournament wasn't going on anymore, so people weren't consistently, you know, training training people to fly and fire lasers. He does have a maxed out charisma stat. Oh, you know what? I think that's where those groups of level 75 enemies are still. Yeah, don't want to fight them quite yet. I'm trying to remember. I think Hercule has caught a bullet in the past. Like, I think that is part of his backstory.
All right, I'm almost there. Huh? Wait, that's Launch, isn't it? What's she doing over there?
What is
Are
Launch
you
doing
okay?
here?
Oh, and you are?
It's me, Gohan.
Oh, Gohan.
This...
What's up?
Why is
Why are you
Launch
wearing that
part of the
outfit?
main quest?
It's kind of hard to explain. Just think of me as a defender of justice.
A defender of justice, you say?
Anyway, what are you doing here?
Oh, right. Yes. I've kind of got a little problem here. I was hoping to get some advice from Bulma. Maybe she could help. But it looks like she's not here right now. I'm not sure if I should wait for her to come back or not. What do you think?
That,
I see.
That depends.
Well,
also, I heard a stream
Maybe I
notification.
could help you.
Thanks for the follow,
That would be
Matt!
Wonderful.
Oh!
If you don't mind?
Of course. I actually
I
wanted to talk to Bulma about something.
Cannot play this
but
game
seeing
in
as
any
she's
resolution
gone,
higher
I'm
than
free.
full screen, so I can't see my OBS through this, so I had to minimize and check to see what the noise was.
The great Saiyaman, defender of justice, will do whatever he can to assist you.
I mean, you also
Oh,
came
how
here looking for
perfect.
Bulma.
A defender of justice such as yourself is just what I need right now.
Just stay away.
So, Tien asked me to look after his farm while he's away training. You know, doing chores and whatnot.
Wait a second. So, Blonde Launch's whole gimmick was that she wanted to hunt down Tien because she was in love with him or whatever. And Tien was like, DBZ waifu or husbando? Go? Can't just jump in here and ask that question, Laharl. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Snowman. Like, I mean, I guess this launch just thinks she's doing him a favor. She's nice enough to. But also, Tien asked her specifically to do it? Does that mean Tien's finally just succumbed to, like, whatever, I'll let Launch live at whatever hovel I stay at when I'm not training?
But some terrible monsters showed up on the farm and started to attack the village nearby. It was awful.
That's not good. So, you just need me to defeat those monsters?
Yes, please.
Got it. I'll head over there right away. You should be safe as long as you stay here.
I know this is a fully voice-acted scene, but I just habitually skipped over Launch's text.
I'll be here then.
Which
be safe.
Is pretty
Off to save the village.
Pretty on brand for her. Sorry, Launch. Yep, I was waiting for it.
So,
I was going to make a joke about be careful around the freshly cut grass, but
I didn't know those two were so close.
Tien lives near Goku? It doesn't seem right. Well, I guess Tien's farm is near Goku. Why does Tien have a farm?
Tien wait, I remember Launch transforming into a really scary version of herself whenever she sneezes. Probably shouldn't have left her on her own. I hope she's okay. Great!
Just flying past all the grunts. Except for that one, who made the mistake of getting in my way.
Should be right around here.
Every warrior needs a side hustle.
The monsters are back! Someone help us!
All right, monsters, where are you?
That's one of those creatures that comes out of seeds planted in the ground.
Well, we don't know if that's where they come out of anymore. I mean, like, the Saiyaman are clearly reproducing somehow. Oh no. Gohan, you know what these are. Why are you bothering to pose in front of them?
The defender of justice, the great Saiyaman!
Nailed it.
How else would you pay for
Here goes.
if your outfit gets damaged? You learn to sew for yourself.
Here I go! You creatures don't belong here.
Die, creature. You don't belong in this world.
Now this is beyond the level of Super Saiyan.
I'm pissing on the moon! Yeah, you could just learn Piccolo's clothes beam.
Thank you, stranger!
Although I think Piccolo's clothes beam counts as magic.
It was all in a day's work.
I don't know, actually.
Where are the little freaks?
There's a very distinct.
If you're looking for the monsters, they're not here.
There's a very distinct difference in the Dragon Ball Z universe between magic and ki. And I'm assuming that
Now, they're too
Piccolo's
dangerous for you to
clothes
fight.
beam falls
One
under
of
the
them actually
magic
killed
category.
Yamcha a long time ago.
Whatever. Looks like those things caused you some trouble.
Cut over to Yamcha.
Well, I'm fine, but I think a lot of the villagers are hurt.
Yeah, those things made a mess of our supplies and businesses.
Ah, that
And
reminds
I
me.
think one of them got
found some
atomized when you were
vegetables when I took
firing
care of the
lasers
monsters.
around maddeningly.
Those are probably from Tien's farm. Heh, you know he likes farming. Hold up a sec. Achoo!
Oh my, where am I?
Launch, you feel like you would have figured this out by
Oh,
now.
Those are some rather tasty looking vegetables. Well, if you don't mind, I could use them to make something delicious and nutritious for everyone.
Yay.
That'd be great.
Launch
we'll need the
cooking.
energy to rebuild everything those monsters destroyed.
Food solves
I'll go
every
make some more
problem in the
vegetables from
DBZ
Tien's farm,
universe.
then. Gohan, would you mind helping me? We can get them cooking in no time.
Oh, sure thing. I mean, who is this Gohan? I'm the great Saiyaman.
They do actually use music from the show in this game. It's quite unfortunate because the intro to the game plays a Cha-la-la Hey Cha-la.
Cooking's the best.
But I can't upload it to
the
YouTube
veggies
if I
were
let it
super
play
fresh.
because
This stuff
copyright.
would be a huge hit at my restaurant launch. It's the best I've ever tasted.
I'm so glad you feel
It's
that
the only
way.
thing I feel like
I'd
copywriting.
love for the dishes
but
I make with Tien's vegetables to be enjoyed by
It,
others
it does
at a
mean
real
it
restaurant.
sometimes parts of the beginnings of
I
my
do enjoy
videos will
cooking
end
for
up being
everyone.
silent because it's like,
Yeah, that's a great
well,
idea.
just cut out the audio for this part,
I
whatever.
need to find a way to talk about it with the other me, though.
Maybe you could do that some other time. Well then, I'm off.
You know,
Okay.
Launch, that's actually not a terrible idea. Okay, hear me out. What if Launch kept, like... What if Launch got a diary, right? They don't. She said she had to figure out a way to tell the other her about it. But, like... So, what if Launch started keeping a diary, right? Okay? And just wrote down things she wanted the other her to know. And the first time she does it, specifically mention, hey, let's keep this diary so we can tell each other, so we can keep each other in the loop. That sounds like a smart idea, right?
Bulma should have been back by now. I need to get to Capsule Corporation.
Like, I'm not crazy in that thought process, right? It seems like a really reasonable way to talk with to communicate if you have that kind of split personality. I mean, nobody really has a split personality quite as split as Launch. But, you know, even in, like, people with alters, you know, if they happen to have trouble with one another, anyone
Hey,
out
Gohan.
there with alters,
You here to see my mom?
take
Sure
notes.
am. Is she here by chance?
Yup, sure is. Come on in.
You could also just do a recording, but, like, you never know when... She's never gonna know when she's gonna sneeze,
You're going to enter the
right?
next world tournament?
Hold on, I'll turn off the auto text for a second. She never knows when she's going to sneeze, right? Like, is she also just supposed to keep a recorder on her at all times? Like, she gets into fights a lot, so there's a good chance it could break.
Why?
Why?
Well, you see, one of my classmates is Mr. Satan's
Live vlog every second of her life.
Satan? You mean that blowhard who embarrassed himself in the fight with Cell?
Bulma, you should know exactly who he is.
Has a daughter and she's your classmate?
Okay, this is what I don't get. Why is Bulma like... he's got a daughter? He's the most famous man in the world. And honestly, as a business owner, he's probably one of your top customers. Like, Satan's also the richest man in the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just...
She's a good person. And tough, too. She helped me fight off some bad guys in town. Unfortunately, she figured out who I am. I guess my voice gave me away. She told me she's gonna tell everyone I'm the great Saiyaman if I don't enter the tournament.
Well, that was pretty clumsy of you. No matter how hard you try, you'll always have that in common with your father. So, what do you need me to do? Want me to modify your helmet to mask your voice?
No, not that. I won't be allowed to wear a helmet or any other protective gear during the tournament. The rules are pretty strict about that.
Hey, Spacey,
So,
how's it
I
going?
was wondering if there was some other way of masking my true identity.
So you can't wear anything that'll significantly
I'm going
reduce
to go
damage,
out of my
huh?
way, just because...
Piece of cake!
It's
We
you?
just need to make sure that people won't know it's you, right?
This, everyone,
Whoa.
is the artist.
This is great.
For all
It's
of the
simple,
emotes on
yet
the channel.
effective. Thanks.
Is it just me or were the sunglasses fucking out for a second there?
What do you think, Trunks?
Mouth hurty, wisdom teeth stolen. Oh yeah, I remember seeing you tweet about that. I'm sorry. Why are the backs of the headband levitating? Bandana.
Pretty spiffy, right?
No comment.
Okay.
But you know, even if you hold
I
back
gotta
a lot,
say,
you're still gonna clean
like,
house.
Kid Trunks,
Sounds kind of boring.
despite being a brat, I love how much sarcasm he has.
Oh, we'll see about that. If you're going to enter that tournament, then perhaps I should as well.
Vegeta?
What?
Vegeta.
There was a considerable gap between us before, but I do wonder how it is now. While you have been slacking off, I've been continuing my training non-stop.
Vegeta, you could blow up everyone in that arena.
Yeah, and instead of training, you should have gotten a job.
Why should he have gotten a job, Bulma? Why would he need a job? You are the second richest person on this planet, probably.
He's just like your dad. I swear, you Saiyans are just a bunch of lazy bums.
Goku's a hard-working Joe. Later, he gets a job, he does farm stuff.
Whoa! You and my dad are gonna fight each other?
Count me in too.
Goku is just fucking from space. A world martial arts tournament. Wow, you know, I should use the one day I know that Baba can give me on Earth to fight in a world martial arts tournament instead of do something like, I don't know, be there for the birth of my second son. Yeah, there's also that, like, Goku literally goes out and hunts all of the food for them. I'm pretty sure it's explicitly stated that Bulma's in charge of Capsule Corp now.
That's my dad's voice. Dad! Is that really you?
Imagine if Goku was only talking to Gohan right now.
Yep, long time no see. I mean, here.
And everyone else just thought he was
Kai is
losing
helping
it.
me reach all of you from Otherworld. Sounds like I'm coming in crystal clear.
Dad, how have you been?
Real talk, Snowman.
Huh?
Not too bad. I'd say I've been doing okay.
Yeah, I've been doing okay. It's unfortunate that this game decides to not include the Grand Kai filler arc where we meet Tapion and all that. He was a cool character.
For a dead guy.
Well, you see, Crazy Snowman. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, death really is a minor inconvenience as long as there's Dragon Balls around. The reception on telepathy. Hi, sorry, I just need to make sure God's telepathy is working.
But can you
I mean,
really enter the world tournament?
Kind of God. King Kai is kind of a joke at this point.
Yeah, most definitely. Fortune teller Baba's gonna let me come back for an entire day. You and Vegeta are gonna enter, right? Then I'm in too.
All right.
I know how on brand this is for Goku, but I really feel like being there for the birth of his second son would have been like a thing.
Hooray!
Hooray!
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, the backs of the bandana are just doing their own thing. They're twitching out now. So that's the thing, Loharo, right? They you say that, but they do resurrect everyone who's died already with the Dragon Balls. 'Cause apparently that got reset when Dende made a new set or something.
You'd better be prepared. I've gotten a lot stronger.
I mean,
Same here, Vegeta.
that's...
All right, guys. See you at the World Tournament.
It's really hard to not
That's great
not
news,
have
Gohan.
adjacent / secondhand knowledge about really
You should
the
go tell
anime
your
that
mom.
pioneered
Goten,
the West.
Krillin, and the others.
Right.
This should be interesting.
Oh.
Like, I don't want to throw any shade at Sailor Moon, who probably came over sooner, and some other anime, but really this is really the big one that pushed shonen into the West.
Vegeta, you'll need to wear a costume like this to hide your identity.
Why would Vegeta do
I
that?
have no need to hide who I am.
All right, I'm off to go tell everyone.
Yeah, why would Vegeta need to do that? It's not like he's... Even if people publicly knew he was Bulma's wife, like, why would they care? Hunter x Hunter came to the West early on? I didn't know that. 'Cause Hunter x Hunter really, to my knowledge, I only really heard about it in the past 2 to 3 years, I think.
Hey,
I'm Saiyaman Blue.
Hi. Hey.
Saiyaman Blue, just like foreshadowing of Super Saiyan Blue by like 20 years. Yeah, that was definitely the shonen trifecta that really felt a lot more anime than Dragon Ball Z. Like, I think when Dragon Ball Z came over, people like understood that it was an anime, but still kind of treated it in the same vein as kind of like an action cartoon. And then the trifecta of Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece coming over just like nailed in the really shonen anime style. OG Dragon Ball did come over to the West, and it was a good time. I think OG Dragon Ball might have, I think OG Dragon Ball might have been on very specific channels instead of being on, like, you know, the millennial Toonami, you know, 3 to 7 p.m. block or whatever it had. Like, Dragon Ball Z aired in that perfect time for people to watch it after middle school and stuff for millennials. They're very different anime, Matt. Because original Dragon Ball, there's fight scenes, but it's definitely more of a gag show. A gag show than, like, a serious thing. Which isn't a bad thing. Like, I love gag anime. Oh gosh. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's the one with 7 identical twins. Boba 2, yeah.
Huh?
Well, you see, Matt, the father of Piccolo was named Piccolo. It should be all the way over there, right through those buildings. Yeah, technically the Piccolo we all know is Piccolo Jr., which is why at the, you know, the ending of Dragon Ball they called him Ma Jr. because it just meant Evil Jr., which is not the most creative of names, but, you know, you do you. Wow, there's suddenly a lot of side quests that just popped up. Let's go take care of those. Trunks can wait. I haven't gotten to watch a lot of anime lately, unfortunately.
This will be a cinch.
One that I do like coming back to is Kill la Kill. I fucking adore Kill la Kill.
This will be a cinch.
It's not my favorite anime, but it's just the one that I've seen the most. There's a lot of short anime that you can just kind of hammer out, Laharl. Like, Ore Monogatari is, if you're into romance animes, that's a fun little romance anime that's like, I think, like 15 episodes long. Yo! He knows burning attack already?
Here I go! Here I go!
He should know burning attack already. Oh shit. Vegeta, I may have killed your son. Oh god, yeah. I have opinions about One Piece. I have. Sorry, Raharu.
What? All right.
I'm glad that Trunks and Gohan are getting along. Like, it's like the good ending of the Trunks future timeline. Yeah, Raharu, there's plenty of, like, short anime to just plow through. Honestly, Kill la Kill, it's 24 episodes, but it's such a roller coaster of a show that it doesn't nearly feel that long. I don't know if I'd recommend it to someone who hasn't watched a lot of anime, though, because a lot of it is... So a lot of Kill la Kill is subtly making fun of anime. It makes fun of skimpy outfits. It makes fun of over-the-top fight scenes. This'll
be a cinch.
It's a parody action anime.
Hey now.
Help Aresa? It's weird to think about One Piece ending. It's over 1,000 chapters long now, right? I know it's over 1,000 episodes. Yeah, that's the discrepancy in anime. Some of them are like 5 to 10 episodes. Some of them are kind of like Naruto and One Piece.
What?
And to a much lesser extent, Full Metal Alchemist. But yeah, if I had to list, if I had to say what my favorite anime is, it's one called Monster. It's one of the most well-written shows I think I've ever watched. Like, not just in anime, just in general.
Now this is beyond the level of Super Saiyan.
Ah, another super finish. I honestly feel like as long as Oda gets ideas to pop into his head, One Piece will never end. Like, I don't even know if Oda knows how to finish One Piece.
Thanks.
No.
I mean, honestly, it's very on brand.
Hey!
Like, Super Saiyan in a Sentai setting, perfect sense.
Yoo-hoo! Hey!
Right.
You really should have messed with your voice there, Gohan. Yeah, this guy came along and he started shooting lasers and stuff.
What?
Do you think Badel's upset? Your voice is really sexy. Reisa, you didn't mention that in school.
What's up?
He's not wearing the helmet right now. Badel, look over, yeah.
Well,
how's the
it's
ego
just...
boost? 7.3 million or 7.3 thousand miles on a baseball hit.
Yeah.
Hey.
That is true, Spacey. Like,
what?
Tag me in your Discord sometime, because I am going to set mine up when I hit 60 followers. But tag me in your Discord and we'll sit down and set something up. Because I'm pretty much free all days that aren't Friday lately. On the grounds that Friday is when they make me work nights at the sports bar I work at. Like, right now, my schedule has pretty consistently been Tuesday and Wednesday I work mornings, and then Friday I work evenings. More sauce times 2 combo! Thank you for taking care of that strail. Hello, Raiders. I am a hat dork. My name is Kay, and I like hats. And I'm very gay. And I think I'm having PTSD seeing more sauce × 2 combo because it sounds like something someone would order at work.
Well, it's just...
I can actually fly, so you don't need to give me a ride. Knowing how to drive is extremely important. You gotta drive if you're going on a date.
Go for it!
Wait, do I have to do the driving minigame again? Oh shit, I'm doing the driving minigame again.
Right. Time to prove myself.
Oh. I don't remember how to control the cars.
Gotta stay focused.
Oh god, I don't remember the controls.
Gotta stay focused.
Oh. It's a good thing these are, like, all hover cars now, so they can just go over the other cars.
Stay focused.
Wait, why are we going off-roading?
Check it out. All right. Looking good. Sure do love nature.
Gohan doesn't have a driver's license. Wait.
Stay focused.
Am I getting my driver's... What?
Gotta stay focused.
Am I driving illegally right now? I think I'm driving illegally right now.
All right. That was fun. Here we go. What?
Sure. Hey. Huh?
Oh.
Wait, do I have to play the baseball minigame again? Crazy Taxi. This game is starting to turn into Grand Theft Auto.
Ooh, this ought to be good.
I mean, at least how I played Grand Theft Auto. I don't think I've played any Grand Theft Auto past, gosh, did I even play Vice City? I don't remember. I think it was Vice City.
Hey.
I don't remember. I just remember stealing cars and doing a bunch of random shit.
Hey.
How about you pitch the ball to the Great Saiyaman? Yeah. Later he's gonna be pitching his balls to you, Videl.
Hi. Yep.
Oh.
What?
Oh, Sharpener, I don't want to do it to you again. I don't want to do it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Sharpener, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I let him get a strike in round 1. Now that I know how the game works.
Okay.
Oh, Sharpener. No, Gohan, you're an icon right now, not a person. Don't you know what it means to be famous?
You're not getting a single hit off me.
"24 miles? Oh, I'm really holding back. Oh shit. 20,000 miles! $22,000 miles! Nearly 23,000 miles! And we thought 7.3 thousand was impressive earlier. Oh my god. What is... Actually, you know what? Now that I'm in this outfit, I guess nobody would question it, but... You check the box for sports and you're a pretty good driver. You definitely passed the test to be my boyfriend. What? Your boyfriend isn't already Sharpener? Probably. Like, probably Raho.
Hey.
No.
Huh?
Hey!
Hi.
What? Hey.
No.
Wait a minute.
Huh? Well,
What gives?
right.
So, yeah, Raho, I'm willing to bet that if we were ever introduced to more people in Gohan's class, they would all just be named after random classroom utensils. That'll reach the Himawari 8 weather satellite. Oof.
Hey. What? What's up?
Huh?
Come on, Sharpener, use that brain of yours.
No!
If even Sharp... Oh, Videl, no, you should have just left. Now you look embarrassed. There was more side quest. Over here in Olive Village. Well, yeah, Sharpener isn't that sharp. His job is to sharpen other things. Which sounds kind of suggestive, in a way.
Maybe I'll just admire the view.
What the fuck? It's Chaozu. Does anybody else sometimes forget Chaozu's a character?
Huh?
Like, I'm not the only one who sits down and sees Chaozu and it's like, oh right. Right?
Gotcha.
Look, Vegeta, a Pokemon. I'm gonna capture it. Like, I remember abridged Chaozu, but like
Huh?
It's just Chaozu. See, Chaozu even understands. Oh, I couldn't capture it, Vegeta. It's because you have to damage it first. Oh yeah, let's see if I can get a critical. More deer are making a mess of things in the field. No, 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 no! Don't make me capture deer again! Please, please, please don't make me gather golden antlers again! I don't want to do it! I don't want to do it!
Gotcha.
Oh, wow!
All right.
Yep.
Thank you kindly.
Chiaotzu was like pretty threatening in OG Dragon Ball, which is the thing. Like Puar was still just like viewed as Yamcha's pet / sidekick.
Right.
Chiaotzu really felt more like the Krillin of the Crane School. And in OG Dragon Ball, that's a pretty like substantial title. Like the counterpart of the Turtle School there was the Crane School, and Tien was the Goku counterpart, and Chiaotzu fought Krillin. Chiaotzu had like paralysis powers. Like it was a deal. How are these deer making a mess of the fields? Half of them are in the desert. I like how this game originally told me to be like sneaky about the deer. And instead I'm just like, I'm going to run into the max speed. And it's going to work out much better. Shape-shifting in OG Dragon Ball kind of just, It isn't super unique. Like, Puar's a shapeshifter, Oolong's a shapeshifter, you know?
Yeah, what?
I think it might be time for my daily prayer. The more faith you have, the easier it is to ask God for help. Don't forget your Christian message here in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot.
Yep.
Thank you kindly.
You know, considering the, like, active existence of 5,000 Zenny, that's chump change. Then again, that is 1/10 of what Shenron gave me when I asked for riches.
Yep.
Yeah, see, they bring up the fact that Chiaotzu had telekinesis. You know what? You're absolutely right, Crazy Snowman. I don't even remember who they are very well.
No, no. Indeed.
Oh, hey, it's Tien.
Huh?
Thank you.
Aww.
Indeed.
Yep.
Indeed.
Gotcha. Thanks.
I mean, now that there's baby Saiyans, like, if they couldn't already go Super Saiyan, which is a little dumb in my opinion, but whatever, I think Tien could take Goten and Trunks.
No.
Yep.
Hi.
At least Goten. Like, considering how much of a hard-ass Vegeta is, I would say that one might stress Tien, but Goten,
Ooh,
I feel like...
This ought to be good.
I feel like Tien could. Oh shit, it's the rabbit! It's the most OP character in Dragon Ball. Yeah, this guy just has a magic power to turn people into carrots. Which I suppose if you can move at the kind of speeds in Dragon Ball Z, not that scary. But if someone just carried him around, like... considering that magic and ki are very distinct from one another, yes, Goku sent the rabbit to the moon because the original Dragon Ball was loosely based on the story of Sun Wukong. Or, as he was known in Japan, Son Goku.
Ooh,
very subtle
this
about
ought to
it.
Be good.
And sending the rabbit to the moon, reference to the Cinnabar Elixir story, which is something I could totally get into at some point if people want to hear about it. I only know, like, vague details. I love mythology, but sometimes I miss out on some of the, I don't think he sent a rabbit to the moon, but there is a rabbit on the moon who makes a Cinnabar Elixir. And the Cinnabar Elixir is said to grant immortality, I believe. Yeah, in Japan it's the Jade Rabbit. In China, I don't think it's a Jade Rabbit. I know that Chang'e, the moon goddess, lives up there with the rabbit. But essentially, there's a rabbit on the moon with a mortar and pestle
First on the list
who makes
is Krillin. I hope he's at Kame House.
a Cinnabar Elixir. Of course he's at Kame House. He doesn't have anywhere else to live.
Goku's gonna be there? No way! Well, now, it's been ages since I've seen him.
The World Tournament, huh? I guess I could enter. Yeah, but if you, Goku, and Vegeta are gonna be in it, then I've got no hope of winning at all.
You should still enter. Even 5th place gets a cash reward.
Yeah, Spacey, I was
How much cash
thinking
are we
after I
talking?
thought about, like, you know, there's usually a lot more Jade things associated with
Well,
Chinese
the champion
mythos.
gets 10 million zenny.
So,
Second place
thank
gets
you.
5 million. Third place gets 3. Fourth place 2. So 5th place gets 1 million, I guess.
We're entering the tournament, Krillin. Both of us.
Okay.
Mommy and Daddy are going somewhere?
That's right, Marin. Mommy and Daddy are gonna work hard and earn a lot of money.
Hooray! Good luck, Mommy and Daddy!
Right. Daddy's gonna do his best.
You know,
Hey, don't tell Piccolo, okay? If he enters, then my chances of getting 5th place are shot.
You know I can't promise that.
Piccolo's probably on the other
By
side of the
way,
house listening.
What's with the super lame getup, huh?
Hey, it's not super lame. It's cool.
Oh, you didn't call it super lame
your
when I
sense
was
of
helping
style,
your daughter, did you, Krillin?
Bye.
Yeah, later.
Piss off.
Sorry, Krillin, but I've got to tell Piccolo too. Better hurry to Kami's lookout. I wonder if anyone's home.
Yeah, like, honestly, it's not a bad outfit by any means. I don't know why everybody calls it super lame. Like, imagine if they also decided to go with a Dragon Ball aesthetic, made the belt and shoulder pads look like Dragon Balls. Wait, is there a side quest just at Kame House already? Oh yeah, 18. You know, I feel like people don't give 18 enough credit. Because, honestly, despite, like, not being high up on the strength tier by the time of the Boo Saga, in comparison to the others, she's still an android with infinite energy. If she had the capacity to time out the clock, she always wins. Oh, you know what, Raharu? I didn't even think about that. Oh, that's a fantastic Dragon Quest VIII style out. That it totally is. Oh my god. Hell yeah. It's Into the Moon, where they go to the moon and meet Chang'e and the Jade Rabbit, and it's from a Chinese studio. That's how I know about it. Okay. I mean, Krillin makes it as a police officer in Super. Like, I'm surprised those are the types of jobs he didn't look at first. Oh, 18, you tsundere.
Hey.
What?
Give me a break.
Huh?
Bulma, 18, you can't fool Bulma. Like, Bulma is in Krillin's spot, and you are just acting like Vegeta. Bulma sees right fucking through you. Sun Wukong has so many fucking superpowers for no reason. He's completely invincible. Every single hair on his body is said to have a different power. And allows him to transform into anything. There was one time where he went to visit a dragon god to get a weapon from him. And the dragon god didn't like him, so he offered him a pillar that had, like, infinite weight or whatever. And Wukong picked it up anyway, and he was just like, what the fuck? And the pillar just magically altered itself for whatever reason to be the perfect sized weapon for Wukong, which is referenced by the power pole here in Dragon Ball. But it can change its size and shape to whatever he wants it to be, and he just keeps it under normal circumstances as, like, a pin behind his ear.
Wow.
Sure.
Yeah, Raharu, Wukong somehow managed to stack immortality. I don't know how you do that. Yeah, literally multiple gods, not just one god, multiple gods of their respective pantheons just, like, hated him for how OP he was. And then the Journey to the West is a story about him getting a crown on his head that forced him to listen to a Buddhist monk who was going on a journey for a reason I can't remember. But basically, he had to act as this monk's bodyguard. It's all well and good, but I'm not the greatest cook since I don't eat. Wow. You know, statements kind of racist.
What?
Sure.
Is it racist? Is it racist to say to an android, I'm going to build a robot that can cook instead of you? Oh, now it's for Krillin, huh, 18?
Thanks.
Better make this fast.
Wait, I just have to go beat the shit out of some frozen rabbits? Yeah, 18 is technically a cyborg, but, like, barely. enough to make children, I guess. I'm assuming
This'll be a cinch.
Jiro kept anything that would affect their personalities intact.
This'll be a cinch.
So, like, anything that generates testosterone, estrogen. You know. I was supposed to go here, right? They did say frozen rabbits were here in the frozen area, right? I totally spaced out because we were talking about Wukong. Yeah, Rahar, there's just, there's... Not only are there Frieza ships just chilling around, but there's also these Red Ribbon Army towers. Like, talk about a lack of relevance. Oh.
This'll be a cinch.
I got a notification. I got a notification. Oh shit! Sonic AMD, thanks for the follow! Welcome to the stream! I'm K Hat Dork. My name's K and I like hats. We were just talking about how 18 tsundere, I'm trying to remember where rabbits are, and Sun Wukong is overpowered. I'm going to destroy this Frieza ship, because I haven't been breaking enough of these.
This will be a cinch. These kinds of battles. Hey, this looks like some high-grade stuff.
Oh wow, I just barely managed to...
This will be a cinch.
Hit that one. Yo, did it just teleport behind me? Did it just, like, literally teleports behind you? Okay, I need to go check where those fucking rabbits are. I totally forgot.
This'll be alright, I'll fight you!
Oh. Okay, hold on.
Here I go!
Well, that missed everyone. Oh, if I hadn't fired Key Bass and just went straight for the Kamehameha, I would have gotten it.
You backing down already?
Not when I shift into maximum overdrive. I know that's a statement from Plankton and SpongeBob, but I watch a YouTube channel called Show Myoho, and now I just can't picture it being said. Now I always picture it being said by Cell in one of his videos. In the ice blocks
Thanks, I
in
guess.
North Mountains. Yeah, okay. I just have to look for ice blocks, I guess. Don't forget to stretch and drink. It's important for not dying. Thanks, Stream Alerts. I just ran out of water. Maybe I should grab some more. Because for some reason, it is
It's
hot
giving off a
as
ton of energy.
balls in my apartment. Oh, I don't have the ceiling fan on. That would do it.
All right.
D metal. You think, why aren't they called Z metals? I probably just passed one. The person with the car. Oh, maybe over there? Wait, no, I think that's just a training spot.
This will be a cinch.
What is down there?
This is incredible. It's giving off a ton of energy. Ooh, this ought to be good.
What do you have to say, old man? Butterburst scrapes, a regional specialty.
Hey, this looks like some high-grade stuff.
Where are these fucking rabbits? Like, I imagine they're in the cold places, right? That would be where they are. Well, now I've got cold wind noises. Where? These frozen rabbits. Is this one of them? No, that is an all-purpose animal hood.
Hey, this looks like some high-grade stuff.
Oh, here's a block of ice.
All right.
There it is.
All right.
Oh.
You don't see stuff of this quality every day.
I've literally just had to break one of them. Cool. No pun intended. I mean, honestly, I feel like that's just what it means to be a streamer sometimes at this point. You just... As soon as the recording turns on, the brain cells turn off.
Huh? Right.
Hey. Huh?
What?
Gohan, come on.
Give me a break.
Honestly, I would say that's probably a Piccolo thing right there. Like... He did spend a year training with Piccolo, having to eat whatever he could get. You know?
Thanks a bunch. Yeah.
Hydrate and posture check. Well, that means we're gonna need a second because I'm gonna have to go refill my water. And I definitely needed to check my posture. So, you know what? We're gonna be right back real quick. I don't think my be right back screen is properly scaled on my stream. Yeah, no, it's not. But we'll be right back. I am an idiot. Okay. What I was trying to say is, 1, I'm back. 2, I definitely agree. I wish they should have... I wish they had changed the naming back to her name before she got kidnapped by Jiro. Lazuli. 1, because it's just a cool name, and 2, because it would have made sense. But also, I mean, she definitely is,
I wonder if Piccolo will enter. Who knows? Maybe Dende will, too.
Ah, yes. Dende, Guardian of Earth, entering the tournament. But,
I see. Well, that sounds interesting.
Right?
Fine. Count me in.
I mean, it's probably pronounced Lazuli. I don't know off the top of my head. Like, whatever.
What about you, Dende?
Oh, I won't be entering. I'm not a warrior type Namekian.
So Gohan, what's with the strange outfit?
Aw, you too, Piccolo? What? You don't think this looks super cool?
Why would
You're
Piccolo
asking the wrong
think
guy.
that?
All right, I'd better get back.
Right.
Okay, see you later.
Am I level 65 yet?
I'm sure Mom will be
I
really
am.
happy to hear Dad's
Excellent.
gonna be back. Even if only for one day.
Goku's going to be back, and he's going to spend the whole day fighting. Sounds like my Goku.
Goten's finally gonna be able to meet his dad.
No, I agree with you, Haru. I don't know the exact pronunciation. I'm sure after stream I'll go onto YouTube and be like, how do you pronounce
Sure
this
hope Mom
word?
will let me join the tournament. It'd be really nice if I ended up winning. I'd better take a break from school and focus on my training. Yeah!
You think Chi-Chi's going to let you take a break from school?
Now,
Okay, maybe for
how am I
5
gonna
million
bring
Zenny.
this up to Mom?
Alright, but let's learn Super Kamehameha. I don't know if I'm going to die during this, so let's save first. You know, honestly, after learning Super Kamehameha, maybe I'll go fight those villainous enemies. They are level 75, and I do not have any backup, but, you know. Let's try to learn Super Kamehameha, yeah.
Here I go! Special Beam Cannon! Special Beam Cannon!
Now this is beyond the level of superstar.
Oh, I didn't realize it was going to let me keep following up even though I got hit by part of a special beam cannon.
Special Beam Cannon! Special Beam Cannon!
Now this is beyond the level of Super Saiyan.
Stop hitting me, other Gohan.
Here I go! Special beam cannon!
I really ought to buy more healing items that aren't sensor beams. Sensor beams are, like, really important. Oh, I have no energy left.
Here I go! What?
Time to beat up evil me.
Now this is beyond the level of Super Saiyan.
We were already at... We were already doing beyond the level of Super Saiyan stuff. Nailed it. Whew. Yeah. Okay. Characters, Gohan. Oops. Palette. Super Kamehameha. Oh, I didn't realize I had rapid fire key wave on here instead of stupid rapid fire. Stupid rapid fire key wave. Oh, goodness. But, yes, I think I should buy healing items that, you actually don't get after images in Super Saiyan 2. That little meter that fills up next to my icon on the bottom right during fights, when you max that out, you start getting after images. And if you finish a fight while that's active with a beam attack, that's when you get the super finish stuff. How many of these can I afford? Oh. Oh, goodness. Oh. I don't know how much HP I have, so I don't actually know how much this counts for. But whatever. Wait, what can I sell? Oh. Time to sell junk. The after images are very cool, and in certain story-based fights, generally you do get that on for the entire fight. Oh gosh, I'm really tempted to see if I can take the super villainous enemies here. It would definitely be a step aside from the story. And there is a chance I could lose a few times. But it's definitely a fun challenge. Especially without any support characters. I would just be going at it.
This is great. Look at all of this energy. Maybe I'll just admire the view. Coming back here brings back memories of Dad. I bet there's a nice breeze passing through that tunnel.
Okay, I'm going to find a campfire first. There's one. Fuck the ground.
All right.
Alright, good night, Spacey. Thanks for stopping by. It's always nice to have you around. You know, honestly, I have not had very good luck with the rapid-fire key waves.
I'm sure there's some pretty big fish in there. This one might... All right, I'll fight you.
Ah, right. Oh, slightly too far away. Stop running away from me!
I will eliminate you. I will be taking your energy down.
Oh shit. Oh, I don't like it that they're all charging at once.
Here I go! Here I go! I will be taking your energy. Here I go! I will. Here I go!
Wait. Oh shoot. I didn't add the new healing items to my bar. Well, I guess we're using sensu beans.
I will eliminate you. I will be taking your energy.
Monkey backs up just enough to be super obnoxious.
I will eliminate you. I will be taking your energy now.
Trying to remember how to go up while free-flying like that.
I will eliminate you. I will eliminate. Here I go. I will eliminate. Now this is beyond the level.
All right, here's your after images, Laharo.
I will eliminate.
Oh, that's right. He fucking turns the thing. Oh, cool. I ended up hitting a second one of them. Oh, jeez.
I will eliminate.
Getting hit by Q blasts right at the end.
I will be taking your energy.
You timed it just right to fuck me up. Oh.
this is beyond the level of Super Saiyan.
Oh, that's how you dodge Solar Flame. Cinematic! Oh, they're too high of a level. Ki blasts don't hurt them very much at all.
Now this is beyond the level of Super Saiyan.
Why did it make me dodge to the right like that? No, I timed it wrong.
Here I go!
Oh. Well, there goes Super Saiyan 2 for now. Oh, yep, there I go. This is what I get for not putting the other things on my bar. Oh shoot, I didn't save right before the fight. I thought I saved right before the fight. I am the one who is the fool. I almost had it.
This is great. Look at all of this energy. Maybe I'll just admire the view. Coming back here brings back memories of Dad. I bet there's a nice breeze passing through that tunnel.
Okay, register palette. Wait, no. I want the Ultra. Ultra Helate up there. That down there. And I might as well put the shitty thing right there.
This will be a cinch.
No, Gohan will never shut up. Okay. Alright. I think we got this time. Also, I just noticed my mouse cursor was on the screen. So I still think 20 needs to go first, just because of the chance of energy absorption.
What a large leg.
All right, I'll fight you. Here I go! I will eliminate.
And because Photon Wave is really annoying.
Here I go!
Oh, lost Super Saiyan 2.
Here I go! Eliminate!
Oh, they're all gonna start doing their things. Oh, jeez.
I will eliminate you. Here I go!
I didn't mean to do that.
Here I go!
It's supposed to be this again.
Here I go!
Oh no.
I will be taking your energy. I will eliminate you.
Here I go!
Please die, please die, please just die.
I will eliminate you!
Oh.
Here I go! Here I go! Now this is beyond the level of Super Saiyan.
Your efforts are futile! Your efforts are futile!
Here I go! What?
Yeah, this time it's going much better. Oh yeah.
Here I go!
Alright, you tubble lard.
Your efforts are futile!
Oh, I thought he was gonna do 2 eye lasers.
Now this is beyond the level of Super Saiyan. Here I go. Here I go.
Punch! Punch! And punch. Nailed it!
What's this?
Whew. Oh, oops.
Great! Great!
Okay. Yeah, first try, absolutely. There's another one? Wait a second, what could the other one be? Sometimes just doing these really difficult fights is a nice change of pace from, you know, side quests. I'm going the wrong way. Oh. 17 and 18 and, mid-tier cell. That'll probably be harder. Eh, fuck it! Oh wait, I should have saved before this fight. I changed my mind. Let me save first. Leave me alone. Pretty sure the fight ends if I go far enough away.
Check this out.
Idiot.
Okay, check this out.
Oh.
Idiot.
He sure did charge that for a while.
Idiot. Look alive.
Oh jeez. How far away do I have to fly?
Idiot. Look alive. Idiot.
This was a terrible mistake, and I want to leave. Please.
Get out of here! Here it comes!
Check this out.
I guess that leaving principle only applies to
Here I go! All right, I'll fight you.
Idiot. Look around. Look alive.
just have to win this fight, I guess.
Now for the finisher. Here it comes.
Look alive.
Here I go.
Idiot.
Here I go. Here I go.
Why you?
Why you?
Let's go.
Oh shit.
Here I go.
Why you? Look alive.
Get out of here. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Idiot.
Why you?
Let's go.
Why you? Why you? Why you? Down you go.
Look alive.
Get out of here! What? Here it comes! Here it comes! Now this is beyond the level of Super Saiyan. Down you go! Why you?
Idiot.
Why you?
Look at idiot. Let's go. Look alive. Let's go.
Here I go!
Oh, her timing was weird.
Now this is beyond the level of Super Now this is beyond the level of Super Saiyan.
Okay. This fight's in good shape now. Just one of them is not going to do fantastic against me.
Here I go!
Plus, honestly, Cell is, strangely enough, the weakest of the bunch, it seems like.
Here I go!
For Haru, your statement might actually be accurate for this fight. This is a rough one, though.
Here I go! Now this is beyond the level of Super Saiyan. Kamehame!
Yeah, no. Okay. Nailed it. Why is the ground shaking? Oh. Oh, Des perfect cell. Des perfect cell. Oh. Oh, Des an ouchie. I wonder what level Perfect Cell is. Because they were all level 75, so that's 10 levels higher than me. And there were 3 of them. Cell is level 85, and it's 1 of him and 2 Cell Juniors. So I am going to preemptively make the executive decision of fuck that noise. But I fucking did it! Hell yeah! Oh my goodness. That was something. Oh. Especially when I knew I hadn't saved.
Sure hope it'd be really nice if I ended up winning. I'd better take a break from school and focus on my training.
Is it Goku's house or is it Chi-Chi's
Goku's
house?
coming back from the other world to enter the world tournament? Well, how come you didn't tell me sooner? This is great! Goten, you'll finally get to spend a day with your dad!
No, you won't. He's going to be fighting in the tournament.
I bet Goku hasn't aged at all, but I look so much older! You don't age there, right?
So, Mom, do you think it would be okay for me to enter too?
Oh.
Champion gets 10 million zenny, and the runner-up gets 5 million.
10 million zenny? You're entering, Gohan! If you and Goku both win, we'll get 15 million zenny, right?
Well, that's if we win. We can't say for sure whether we will or not just yet.
What are you talking about? Of course you two will win. Oh, this must be a blessing from above. All of my father's money was just about to run out.
You would think the Ox King would, like,
Goten,
reinstate his kingdom or
wanna help your
whatnot,
big
whatever
brother
he was
train?
doing before to have so much money.
Thanks for waiting, Goten. First, let's start off with a little sparring match.
There goes the great
First,
Saiyaman
I'll
outfit.
turn into a Super Saiyan. Ha! Come at me.
Hey, that's not fair! Can't I go Super Saiyan too?
Huh? Super Saiyan? I don't think you're ready for that just yet, Goten. Goten! Whoa! Nice! When did you learn how to do that?
I forget.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
Goten.
But hey, this works in my favor. Now I've got a better training.
Goten and Trunks are only
All right,
Super
let's
Saiyans
do this.
because regular forms are no longer relevant.
I'm starting to get hungry. Bring it on!
Here I go!
You know, Goten, since I was planning on fighting you as a Super Saiyan anyway, I guess I'll just have to fight you as a Super Saiyan 2 instead.
Wow, Goten. You're a natural. I'm impressed. Not bad, Goten.
I'm not done yet.
Yes, you are. This fight was decided from the beginning.
Trunks is actually stronger than me. We have fun fighting each other sometimes.
Really? If I'm not careful, you two are gonna leave me in your dust. Now this is beyond the level of Super Saiyan. Ten. That's enough for now.
Alright, Goten's dead. Alright, Goten, that's enough from now, because I just put you into space.
Man, I didn't count on you going Super Saiyan, Goten. You know, you're actually helping me out a ton. Great job. Hold on a second. So, does that mean Trunks can become a Super Saiyan too?
Yeah, just like me.
You know, your big brother really had to struggle to become one. Well, anyway, I think that's enough training for everyone today.
How long is the stream going? Let's check. Oh, 3 hours? I can keep going.
Are you sure you're not here to ask my Gohan out on a date?
I said that's not why I'm here.
Oh.
Hey! Looks like you found the place pretty easy.
Yeah, I just looked in the school directory. But enough of
Are
that.
you allowed to do that?
promised you'd teach
I don't
me
think
how to
you're
fly,
allowed to do that.
remember?
Oh, yeah, right. Of course, I'll teach you.
You'd better not try anything naughty with my Gohan. You hear me?
I'd never do anything like that. Ew, no!
Well,
That's
so
a
much
weird
for a simple
face
training
graphic.
session.
I don't think it's supposed to be twitching like that.
You did it! You're airborne! You're floating!
Phew.
That was incredible. You learned how to float in just one day.
Yeah, well, your little brother's been flying
Oh.
circles around me in the same amount of time.
Oh, shit.
That's
The
because
family
he was able
boss.
to
Thanks
learn
for
how
the
to control his
follow.
energy early on in his training.
You just made me hit my
But
follower goal,
once you get
which
the
means
hang
I
of
need
that,
to actually work
you'll
on
be
the
up and
Discord
flying
server.
In no time at all. Trust me, you're doing great.
But
I'll be
yeah,
back tomorrow,
thanks for following. I'm Kay,
wanna
I
learn
like
more about
hats,
this
and I am
energy.
very gay.
Or is my coming back a problem?
No way. It's not like that at all.
Then I'll see you tomorrow.
Is stream chat busted or something
Oh,
now?
yeah.
I haven't seen
That
anyone
reminds
say
me.
anything for a while now.
About your hair. I think, you should cut it shorter.
Huh? So,
There's
you prefer girls
Huh?
with short
No.
hair? Is that it?
What? No, I just thought having shorter hair would be advantageous in, in a fight.
silence. A deafening silence.
Mind your own business. It's my hair, so I'll do what I want with it.
Oh, I guess it is supposed to be twitching like that.
Why did she get all angry like that?
Beats me.
Yeah, what makes you think Gohan is socially adequate?
Okay, let's pick up where we left off yesterday.
Yeah, I don't understand this girl at all.
I'll do whatever I want with my hair, immediately listens to Gohan.
Don't overdo it, Trunks. You should still get out while you can. 150 times gravity is too much for a kid like you.
Oh, you dropped it to 150 times instead of 300?
That's what I thought. I better become a Super Saiyan before I get crushed!
What the?
Piece of cake, piece of cake!
When did he... You've got to be kidding me! He was able to transform into the Super Saiyan of legend that easily? Trunks,
Yeah?
can Gohan's little brother also become a Super Saiyan? Tell me!
Yeah.
What is this? Some sort of Super Saiyan bargain sale? Damn it! What the hell is this world
Yeah,
coming to?
Vegeta, Super Saiyan isn't much of a high bar anymore. I mean, you experienced that 7 years ago against Cell. And the androids. Like, literally, you were like, yeah, Super Saiyan's not great.
Videl's really something else. She's flying like a pro now. And she's only been at it for 10 days. Now that that's taken care of, I can finally get some serious training in with Goten. Not too much longer now until Dad comes back and the tournament starts.
Why isn't there like an echoing noise for, you know, thinking? Oh. I guess that was the only fight for this little chapter.
With the
That's a
tournament
lot of pink
fast
in the
approaching,
background.
each bright-eyed and
that's
hopeful
Goku.
participant poured all of their energy into finishing their training.
All right.
At last, the day had arrived. The day of the long-awaited World Tournament.
Tournament arc, but not really.
It's finally the day of the tournament. I need to stay focused if I want to win.
You know, is there a reason you have to enter as Great Saiyaman? You could just enter as... Oh, I guess your classmates
Naturally,
are probably
I'm
going
looking
to watch.
forward to the tournament, but I'm honestly more excited about seeing my dad.
Which is a very reasonable thought process to have. Go on. There's a side quest near here. Is chat not working? Or has nobody said anything in a while?
I don't even think he will recognize me. Or even Krillin, for that matter.
Test, test, test. Seems like I'm coming through alright. I'm not too quiet, am I? Let me see. Yeah, that's... Oh, that's maybe a little loud. It should be fine. Maybe a little lower. No, a little higher. There we go. Alright. Let's go around the tournament. That way I can do this side quest
There's something
first.
truly special about being able to fight in the World Tournament. It's such an honor. Wow, everyone's really excited about the tournament. Gotta make sure I go...
Oh, it's the announcer. Hello.
Ah!
I'll absolutely fulfill your request, Mr. Announcer Man. What is your request?
No.
Huh?
Gohan, you're Great Saiyaman right now.
I see.
there!
World Tournament Announcer with the name World Tournament Announcer.
I can't believe it! Hi.
They could have at least shortened his name to Announcer. At least somewhat acknowledges it. Yeah, like when they pretty much destroyed the World Tournament ring when Piccolo showed up. Like, one of the only regular civilians in the world to, at this point, to understand, hey... What?
What? Huh?
Yeah.
Robots aren't allowed to compete. So...
Thank you very much. All right.
Where does that
make sure
put...
Vegeta's in the loop as well.
Where does that put Android 18 on the scale?
All right.
I'll need to lead it somewhere else. Punches it far away. Oh my god.
Here I go! Here I go!
Oh, miss. Destroyed.
There we go.
I don't know why it made me wait around so long that I ran out of key.
I can't believe it! Hi.
I mean, once he sees that Goku shows up, he'll probably be rooting for Goku. But, you know. Oh, I am starving. Whee! There's no other quests, right? Yeah, no. Okay. Oh, but maybe I'll pick up more healing items for the future. Not for this specifically. Oh, this is bait and materials. I don't care about your things.
Welcome.
Oh,
Thank you.
those are dishes. No, I want shop things. Oh, the shop things just... Oh, hey.
Hey. Feel free to browse.
No. Oh, never mind. These ingredients come with the healing items, I guess. See, I don't know how much HP I have, so I don't know how useful these are.
Come back real soon.
Oh wait, I can just look down there. I have, oh, I have 5 million HP. How much did those heal? 2 million? Oh, 200,000. Well then. Might have not been worth it. Well, tournament things. Back in the good old days. Just ignores the doorway and goes and grabs this. Ah, yes. Piccolo versus Kami.
Let's see. I'm not forgetting anything, am I?
If you continue, you'll be unable to do the following until you complete the game.
Yeah.
Wait!
I should be good to go. Okay.
Oh!
Where is everyone?
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to just tap down gently. Oh shit, it's full-on cutscene time.
Oh, there they are.
Hey, Gohan! Took your sweet time, didn't you?
Good old cutscene
Sorry
time.
about that. Man, this place sure is packed, huh?
Yeah, no kidding. Pretty annoying, huh?
It's Mr. Satan!
Average Joe A.
Mr. Satan's here!
Average Joe A again.
Mr. Satan, huh? Looks like Earth's heroes has shown up at last.
Hello to all my adoring fans around the world. Are you ready?
He sure is popular, huh?
Hail Satan. Hail Satan.
It's Mr. Piccolo!
Piccolo! Have you seen my dad anywhere?
No, no sign of him yet. Gohan, I have to ask, are you really going to wear that?
What could be taking Goku so long?
Oh, I'm sorry
Maybe
he has
he's
to
already in the waiting room.
come back from the dead for you all.
Hey, guys!
Then again, I guess he could have
Evil
just
wizard
instant
Babadook's
transmissioned over.
machinations.
Goku!
Hey!
Wow, you guys sure have changed a bunch. How have you all been?
Are we going to get all of the neat little interactions where Goku's like, wait a minute, there's a mini-me here, and Krillin, you have hair?
Goku!
Goku! Goku! Dad!
Huh?
Look, Goten, it's your father.
Oh, yes, I love this interaction.
Whoa! That's My son? Wow, he looks just like me!
What's wrong, Goten? There's no need to be shy.
As I
His name's
levitate
Goten,
my
huh?
hand above your
I
hair.
like it.
You've got 24 hours. That's it.
Thanks, fortune teller Baba.
Well, this is as far as we can go.
What are you talking
Break a
about?
leg
You
out
get to
there,
go into the
guys.
audience stands.
Thanks. We'll catch up with you later. See ya!
Hey, Goten, wanna do some exploring around this place?
Yeah, that sounds like fun. Let's go.
Oh, that's right.
All
These
right,
two
Let's go check out what's going on over there.
sneak into the tournament as stacked on top of each other, don't they?
Wait for me, Trunks.
Oh god, I have to play as Goten? Wait, why is Goten a lower level now? I fought Goten and he was like level 58. Goten attack and consecutive energy blast, huh? Do you have a skill tree? Oh, you kind of have a skill tree. Well then.
Hey, there's Trunks. Look at all this stuff. This is cool.
Wait, where's Trunks? Oh. Oh wait, let's see what everybody has to say about me.
Hi.
Oh hey, it's Erasa again. War. Makes sense. That's... Okay, mountain lover.
Hey.
You know, I'm Goten right now. You could say that to my face.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
You were definitely Goku's kid. You guys have got the same plucky attitude. Anyway, I guess you'll be okay.
Oh. Time to scheme with Trunks.
Hey, Goten, check it out! Look at all the places we can buy stuff!
Yeah, we should buy our mom something.
Good idea. Let's check out what they've got here and then figure out what to get them.
Yeah, let's go.
Wait,
Whoa, what's that?
Goten, you don't have money.
Wait up.
Goten, why would you have money?
Man, I wish we could fight everyone too.
Yeah, but we wouldn't be able to beat my brother or Vegeta.
But I bet we'll totally be able to beat them when we're older. Let's check that out over there.
Why do I have to keep finding Trunks? How is this plot relevant?
Uh-oh, I think our moms might be looking for us.
They're not gonna let us buy anything if they're angry at us.
I know. We'll say you got lost and that I was looking for you. Yeah, that should work.
What? I'm the one that got lost.
That's how it's gotta be. It'll be more believable for me to look for you since I'm older. All right, peace.
Hey, that's not fair, Trunks.
Valid. I am suspicious about chat working right now. Nobody has said anything for a while. And I don't know if it's normal or if it's concerning. Okay, so it definitely lets me say things in here. Oh. Well. I guess now might be a solid time to stop. It is getting pretty late. I don't work until 6 tomorrow. PM. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call the stream. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. I see all of you next time.